Hey guys, I'm sorry about that. Here we go again. We're doing another video. Man, I was saying a couple of videos ago that about this Kathy Hochul and Donald Trump basically she played right into his thing, man. He got her good with her own people. I mean, New York, he's making a play for New York, and the people are looking at Kathy Hochul like, you're not in for us. You're in for yourself. I mean, Donald Trump tried to warn her, try to save the people of New York some money on the congestion fee. So this is crazy. And he's just trolling the heck out of you Democrats, man. I tell you what, he is pulling your chain, and you guys are falling right for it. And Kathy Hochul, just like MSNBC, that dude, I mean, Rachel Maddow, she had to go on television and apologize about Elon Musk. Kathy Hochul, man, you fell right for it. Let's play first, guys. Here we go. I'll do another video on Friday, the 21st of February, 2025. Man, I'm putting a lot of videos out for you guys. Would you guys please just like and subscribe and share this with fellow patriots? Like I said, I'm just a disgruntled veteran that loves this country, and this man right here, he's got blood here, and I fought for this flag, man, and I'm just out here at 49 years old trying to figure out and try to wake people up is basically what I'm trying to say here. And all my videos are unedited. As you can see, I screw up probably every single one of them, and it's just the way I am. So I don't want to cut it out. I don't have nothing. My screen's everything. It's just stuff that I've done. Just trying to make a good video for you guys, man. Like and subscribe and share, and we'll go on with an awesome video, man. Have fun with this one.
Good afternoon. I'm joined here today by Dana Lieber, the chairman and CEO of the MTA, and my counsel, Brian Mahana. At 1:01 p.m. today, the U.S. Department of Transportation emailed us a letter from Secretary Duffy announcing their attempt to end the congestion pricing program in the state of New York.
They're trying to end it. It costs New Yorkers so much money per day to go into New York. Don't you understand that? Trump trying to end it. Now watch this. This fool right here is going to say, well, no, we're not going to do that because we're not going to bow down to no king. We're going to keep that money, or we're going to keep that. You guys.
At 1:58 p.m.,
so full of it.
President Donald Trump tweeted, "Long live the king."
She is triggered.
I'm here to say New York hasn't
So there's a lot of lefts out there on that picture that he sent. You'll see it.
Labored under a king in over 250 years. And we are not.
There's where she fired.
Sure as hell are not going to start now.
Oh my gosh, she's so weak.
The streets of this city where battles were fought. We stood up to a king, and we won then. And we will. In case you don't know, New Yorkers, we're in a fight. We do not back down. Not now, not ever.
Even if you hold traditional stocks or crypto,
Trying to rile you guys up. Don't you guys understand that?
if you're not using automated crypto trading bots that, when set up once, continue to make money, even if you're working a 9 to 5.
Here it is.
Because who are we fighting for here? We're fighting for our residents,
Oh my God.
our commuters, our riders, our drivers, our emergency personnel. Life has gotten better for those who have asthma, people with illness. That's who we're fighting for. And the 6 million people who use the MTA to get to their jobs and their lives and their doctor appointment, nurses, doctors, EMTs, all the people we need to get to their jobs in a reliable way, they're now going to be affected. So I also have to raise a
It's
question.
all false, man.
As I look at the pretext for this rejection, and we have a lot of legal reasons why we know we're going to be victorious, but they actually cited the will of New Jersey. New Jersey didn't want this. Ignoring the will, the people who live here, they're elected leaders in Albany, and all of a sudden, the Trump administration is citing, well, New Jersey wasn't happy, okay? I will talk about that later. But here's what I want to also say.
Can't wait to see.
I don't care if you love congestion pricing or hate it. This is an attack on our sovereign identity, our independence from Washington. And this is... We are a nation. We are a nation of states. This is what we fought
You
for.
can see it right in their eyes.
This is what people like Alexander Hamilton and others fought for, to set up a system where we are not subservient to a king or anyone else out of Washington. So this is the fight we're in. It's all about our sovereignty. And I spoke to the president many times in a reasonable way, calm way. You're a New Yorker. You know how essential it is to have safe, reliable public transit, or else this system shuts down. Our economy shuts down. The nation's
Donald Trump is a New Yorker. He already knows the system. He's one of the smartest men on this planet. He can run this. He can run this lady right out of town. He's so smart. She is stupid compared to him.
economy could shut down. That's how essential we are.
She's never ran a business in her life.
And one would think he would know that.
It's good coffee.
And then you have others involved. I mean, it feels like, it feels like the commuters of our city and our region are now the roadkill on Donald Trump's revenge tour against New York.
Oh, man, the
And I have to
revenge
say
kill.
this to
See
Secretary
the
of
firing up she's
Transportation
trying
Sean
to do for you
Duffy.
guys?
It's not the real world, Sean. It's real life for New Yorkers, and don't you forget that. So, we're in fight mode. Within seconds of us getting this notification, our MTA was prepared. We knew this could come. Filed a lawsuit within minutes. I'm very confident we'll be successful. And I also want to say the cameras are staying on. We are keeping the cameras on. Lights, cameras, action. They're staying on.
What is she talking
Last
about?
thing I'll say, if in some world that they are successful,
They will be.
the next time you're stuck in traffic,
They won't
the
be.
next time your train is delayed, the next time you're in a flooded station because infrastructure repairs were not made, I want you to think of this.
Let's think about what?
Think about this. Next time you're stuck in traffic.
Yes, I love that picture. Hey, you think they could have got a couple, Republicans in that crowd? What they do? Go out and pay fucking $5? Excuse my language. Go out and pay $5 for a couple Democrats off the street for a couple hot dogs. She thinks she's so proud of herself. It's so freaking hilarious. You can see it right in her face.
Okay? We know where the blame goes. Okay? We have a top 10 reasons why congestion pricing is working. But as someone who's worked so hard, I want to let Jana Lieber tell you why we believe this program is working,
I
why
wanna
it's
listen to this
essential,
guy.
and we haven't taken any questions, and my counsel can explain our legal strategy as well. Thank you very much.
Yeah. These guys are something special. Look at her. She is happy. Heck yeah. I'll give them all that credit. There.
Wow. Thank you, Governor Hochul. Thank you for...
Wow. Like I said, she is amazing. I want to listen to this guy. I'm going to see if she speaks one more time. Yeah. go ahead and see if there's any.
Here's how I went from a broke barista at Starbucks to a multi-millionaire day trader. And this isn't about chasing the next hot stock or hot tip.
There we go. Let's do that.
I see I've been joined by a number of elected officials who've been real champions on this. Senator Brad Hoylman. We have our council member.
See if anybody talks.
Who's here? Gail Brewer is
Ask
here.
questions
Keith
or
Powers is here. Anybody else?
Here's what the crowd
Thank
says.
you. Thank you for standing with us. I have my counsel here, Brian Mahana. If anybody has any questions about our legal strategy, would you like to address that or just wait this? Okay. All right, we're fired up, ready to go. What do you got?
Yeah, we're fired up. What do we got?
Take a couple of questions. Allie Bauman back there in the blue, CBS 2. Allie.
Governor Hochul.
Did you guys hear that? That gentleman back there said, knew her by name, what TV place she was from, and watch. She's going to ask just a line item question that Hochul probably had. Watch. I'm almost thinking that Hochul's going to look down like she knows this answer already. I'm curious.
Well, I wonder if you think that it's a coincidence this letter came on the same day that Mayor Adams was in court over the DOJ trying to remove the case against him, or if you think the Trump administration is trying to send a message in sending this letter today.
I have no clue.
All right, there's Bernadette Hogan right down in front row. New York
That she
1.
doesn't have is a clue.
See if we can get a mic. Where's Ray? Got a microphone for you.
Okay. Governor, you canceled a meeting with Donald Trump last week. Do you regret doing that, where you could have maybe struck a deal with him? And would you still be willing to strike a deal with him now if he agrees to give the $13 billion or whatever it would be if congestion pricing is turned off?
Bernadette, there is no connection between me saying to him last week, the day he invited me to come down to have this conversation, which I have been pursuing, and then 3 hours later, I see on national television that his Attorney General, Pam Bondi, is now saying she's filing charges against me as governor of New York. I called up the president and said, I'm not coming down tomorrow. I don't know what your plan is. You're going to slap handcuffs on my goddamn hands? So I'm not coming down.
If you break
the law. I will be back later in the week, which would be this week, when our national governors gather. And he said, that's fine. We'll get together and we'll talk. That's why I know it has no bearing, despite the premise behind the question.
All right, hey, no, we got to move on. We got to move on, Bernadette. Mara Gay here from the New York Times.
I'm not
Mara.
going to stand here and make deals. There's one person who wants to talk to me. I'll see him in Washington.
Governor, have you spoken to the president today since that letter came?
Tough.
Do you believe he's trying to? No. Do you believe he's trying to hurt New York City? And who is really in charge of New York City's government right now?
Mayor Adams is the elected mayor of New York City. I'm the governor of New York. New York City is a subdivision of the state of New York. I also have responsibilities to make sure the services are provided to 8.3 million people that I also represent. I'm not concerned about that. There is a path forward to make sure we
Predetermined
stabilize
questions.
this city and its government.
Look at
That is
Other
unrelated
people
to
wanted
this.
talk.
I'm happy to talk to the president at any time,
They wouldn't let them. They shut them
and that's
down.
I'll leave it. What was it?
Sorry. Do you believe that the president of the United States is trying to hurt New York City and its economy?
I said that I think our commuters are the roadkill on his revenge tour. Yes, I do.
All right, Ramsey Khalifa back there. Ramsey from Gothamist, WNYC. Ramsey.
Governor, are you concerned that this is just the start of more punitive cuts down the road from the president? I mean, what have those conversations been like? Has he mentioned, for example, Penn Station and the future of that facility and that infrastructure?
I'm the one who raised those issues to him. I spoke to him as a fellow New Yorker, as someone who knows this city better than any president since FDR. I talked to him about my vision, which could be a shared vision, to make major infrastructure investments here in this great city, looking at a place like Penn Station to make it be a gorgeous, spectacular place, expanding the 2nd Avenue subway.
Quick question. How long has she been in power? Why haven't she done any of this at all? See, the problem is lip service. That's all Democrats do. And some Republicans. And I challenge the Republicans, too. They need to get out and start doing more for the American people instead of doing lip service.
up to Harlem so people can get good paying jobs without spending half the day commuting down to Wall Street. I talked about the Interborough Express, why people from Queens and Brooklyn have to come into the city to go to their jobs or their homes. I've shared with him a vision. I actually put together a beautiful PowerPoint. It's got a lot of nice pictures. I plan on handing that to him when I see him this week. So I still believe there's an opportunity, because I never say never. I'm not going to presume that he's going to try to continue to undermine our integrity as a New York State, especially when they see we're not going to bow to the king. Never have, never will. So that's the message I want to deliver.
All right, Jenny Kane back there from the Associated Press. Jenny, AP.
Oh, thank you. Well, since we have been talking about Mayor Adams, can you share with us your
Next
latest?
question.
No, we're gonna move on to Evan Simcoe Bednarski from the New York Daily News.
Governor.
Man, you
The
guys see
president
that?
has
Hear that?
characterized the conversations that you had leading up
You
to
guys
this
hear that? Sorry about
as
the camera.
discussions, negotiations.
Just a little bit.
Expanding the Second Avenue subway up to Harlem so people can get good paying jobs without
Should've
spending
done
half
this
the day
already.
commuting down to Wall Street. I talked about the Interborough Express, why people from
Watch this.
Queens and Brooklyn have to come into the city to go to their jobs or their homes. I've shared with him a vision. I actually put together a beautiful PowerPoint. It's got a lot of nice pictures. I plan on handing that to him when I see him this week. So I still believe there's an opportunity, because I never say never. I'm not going to presume that he's going to try to continue to undermine our integrity as a New York State, especially when they see we're not going to bow to the king. Never have, never will. So that's the message I want to deliver.
All right, Jenny Kane back
Watch
there
this.
from the Associated Press. Jenny, AP.
Oh, thank you. Well, since we have been talking about Mayor Adams, can you
No,
share
we're
with
not.
us your
Next
latest?
question.
No, we're gonna move on to Evan Simcoe Bednarski from the New York Daily News.
Governor. The president has characterized the conversations that you had leading up to this as discussions, negotiations. Given what happened today, was he negotiating, was he discussing in good faith? Can you talk about what, if anything, he offered?
No, I cannot. I'm not
All right.
going to divulge private conversations other than I know my objective. My objective is to secure the most federal dollars I can, because I have to make people in Washington understand if this city is crippled because we do not make the investments, make sure the Long Island Railroad is functioning at a high level, Metro North is functioning, our entire subway system, they all have to be running in a
Okay, Donald Trump's been running businesses all his life. He's been building major golf courses, buildings all his life. You don't think he knows what the hell he's doing? She has no idea what the hell she's doing. Don't forget, Donald Trump's one of the smartest men on this planet.
in a reliable, safe way, or we shut down. And the ripple effect, not just across New York, but across the nation, is powerful. At a time when our economy is under siege from Washington, we live in a state where people are terrified of tariffs. Terrified of tariffs, whether you're a farmer in upstate New York or someone who's trying to buy steel to build one of the largest manufacturing facilities in American history. I've got a lot of challenges, but I am always one who's willing to sit at the table, say, what do you need, what do I need, and how do we get it done? I'm not ever closing the door on that.
Rebecca Lewis right there, City and State in front.
Hi, Governor. You use some pretty fiery language, perhaps the strongest that I've heard you use since Trump became president. You called this an attack on New York's sovereignty. Is this marking a new era of your approach to the Trump administration? Should we expect to see more resistance from you to things that he's doing, or are you still going to continue your strategy of trying to find middle ground and, maybe not poking the bear?
I think the bear's been poked. But I'm saying this. I want you to know this. I have said on national shows, I've been asked countless, are you leading the resistance? No, I'm governing the great state of New York. I will continue taking on the issues when they
I agree. Upstate New York is the greatest.
have an effect on you.
I said upstate.
Yorkers. I don't need to be playing whack-a-mole every time something crazy comes out of Washington. You need to see me doing a press conference or tweeting about it. That's not how I have effective leadership. I need to pick my fights. And as someone who's watched, well, I watched a lot of First Blood, okay? You probably don't know what it is. Everybody watch First Blood? Someone draws First Blood, you respond. I didn't draw First Blood, okay? There's a response that's required when someone comes after you. Someone just came after my state, and now I have to step up on this issue. If there's another area we can have collaboration.
You ever listen to Joe Biden talk? I mean, that's pretty much what it is, but she made a little bit of sense.
Cooperation, serve our mutual constituents because he does represent New York at the federal level. I'm up for that. I'm willing to sit down and work hard to do that. So I'm not trying to put myself in cast a different lens about me. I'm just saying you went too far because you came after New Yorkers. You came after New Yorkers.
No, in fact, he didn't. No, he's trying to save them money. Trying to save them money. Again, don't you think that he knows what the hell he's talking about? He's a businessman. She has never ran a business, I don't believe.
All right, time for a couple more. Back in the mezzanine, Ida Siegel from NBC4.
Hi, Governor. You said that the cameras are staying on. Does that mean until a federal judge tells you to turn them off? And what happens in court? How long are we going to have this battle in court? Do you predict, realistically, what are the next steps for New Yorkers who drive in, who take the subway, all of those things?
I'm going to let my counsel give you some insight into the legal process. Brian Mahana.
So the MTA has filed its action, as the governor said, right after we received a letter from federal DOT, and we're seeking a declaratory judgment, making clear that the congestion pricing.
I'm going to move my fat head for a second here. Give you a little look at what this guy. I mean, seriously, do you think this guy is going to take on Pam Bondi and the people in the Trump team? Oh, these guys, they don't learn unless they're central casting.
Program is fully authorized. Obviously, that will take some time, but until a judge rules, these cameras are staying on, and we expect the judge to rule in our favor.
All right, we got time for one more. Gwen Hogan, right down here from the city. Gwen, we're getting you a microphone. It's right behind you.
Thank you.
See this property on Craigslist for $43.
All right, guys, that's where we're going to end it. That's the video I was pointing at a couple of videos ago. Man, I tell you what, and then basically Trump is just trolling them because the people in the city are just like, what are you doing? That would save so much money. See, Donald Trump looks like the good guy, but in my opinion, he shouldn't probably said the king because he's just trolling them. That's all he's doing. He's triggering people, triggering the left like they always do. They fall for everything. Go look up Rachel Maddow's freaking video of Elon Musk. She was triggered about the Tesla truck, and she had to go back and apologize again. Like I said, Donald Trump's triggering you. Just relax, enjoy the Great Awakening. That's all I got to say. All right, guys. Again, it's another good video, and please like, share, and subscribe, and share with somebody, and comment down below where you guys are from, what I could fix. Like I said, I'm just a disgruntled veteran. So, all right, guys. We'll see you soon. Have a good night. Bye-bye.